Hello, my name's Mandy and this is my channel Make It So. So today is my vlog for the So Fruity challenge for this year, which is run by the lovely Yvette from Blossom Sandwich. Now firstly I'd like to apologise for my voice. It's been a week in the making and it's not going to get any better, and I really wanted to get this vlog out to you today for the So Fruity challenge and share with you some of my ideas. So hopefully I won't need to stop and cough every so often, but we'll see how we go. So today's the So Fruity challenge, as I said, and there's a few rules which I'll put on the screen and Yvette would have talked you through, and a few other vloggers have already been on. So yesterday you would have seen Sam from Sequin Girly Creates, and tomorrow is Tremaine from Tremaine So Style Studio. So there's lots of vloggers on this tour, just to talk to you about what the challenge is about and what they're hoping to make, and hopefully give you some inspiration. So firstly, I thought I'd tell you what I'm wearing because I always forget. This wasn't actually an entry for So Fruity. I made this in August 23 when I was fairly new to Instagram, let alone doing YouTube. I hadn't really got into it as such then, but I got this fabric from Nightham Fabrics. I only had a metre, so in hindsight I would have made it slightly longer than it is, and I will put a picture here to show you. But I do like the style. It's from Lena Lee and it costs about £3, and I had a look on the website today and she is actually doing a offer on all her summer essential bundles. There's three things. You've got a ruffle top dress, the fleet top t-shirt, and also you've got a skirt, and if you buy all three of them at the moment it's £7.50, which is quite good for a wardrobe capsule. So that's what I'm wearing. Firstly, ideas. So the fruity theme, it doesn't have to be fruit print. Like I said, the rules will be on the side as I'm talking. It could be the colour of a fruit, it could be something that makes you think of a fruit. So I've got a few ideas. I've not got much fruit print fabric in my stash, but I've got other things as well that make me think it looks like fruit. So I'm going to show you, and it'll be no surprise of my first one. So I'm going to show you the fabric first. This is something I did purchase quite recently, and it was for my daughter. And this is from Pound Fabrics and it's called Mini Fruit. I'll hold it up so hopefully you'll be able to see where the fruit bits are, but from afar I don't think you would notice quite necessarily, so it's quite a subtle one. But this is a 100% cotton double gauze, and I bought 3 meters of this. It's still on their website. It's £6.50 a metre, and I'd made her the Saguaro set pants, but I didn't have enough of the khaki double gauze to make her the top as well. So I'm going to put pictures of all the things I'm talking about as well on the screen. So I actually bought 3 meters of this, and I'm hoping to make her the whole set this time. I did show her, she loved the fabric. It was a bonus that it had fruit print on it. So that is my first set that I'm hoping to make for her for the challenge. And then after that, I've been talking about this forever. I really want to make a swimsuit for my holiday. And I've had this fabric in my stash for ages. I can't remember where it come from. I think it might have been Pound Fabrics or Legend Textiles. I really can't remember, and I wasn't very good then at noting down where I bought things from because it has been in my collection for a while. But you'll see it's very obviously fruity print, and I may have shown this last year when I was thinking of making it then, but I hadn't found a swimsuit pattern that I really liked, and now I have, and I've actually got a choice of 2. So the first one I've got is the Bethany Beach swimsuit, and I'll put graphics of it here because I can't find my pattern to show you, but that's from Ellie and Mac, and I really would like to have a go at that. And my friend Katie from Whatever Katie Sews has just recently put up a little Instagram reel to show you how to do the shelf or the cups inside the swimsuit, and also the lining. And I think that's a great idea because I've got quite a lot of this, so I will be able to do a toile as well as the real thing, because I think I will need to lengthen this slightly. But I just love the happy bright colours of the pineapples and lemon and the oranges with the black background. So that is my fabric. And then the other pattern I've got is the Helens Closet Sunstar swimsuit set, and you can either do it in separates or in a full swimsuit. So I like the idea of possibly having separates too, because it'd be easier to get the fit right, I think, on that, but we will see. So that was my swimsuit pattern that I'm hoping to do. Now the third one isn't actually classed as a fruit print, but I'm hoping you'll see where I'm coming from, and that is this fabric, and it's a cotton lawn. I got it from Pound Fabrics, but you'll see there's some little red bits on it that look like berries, so I'm going to go with this. Originally I got it as Christmas print, and I've been talking about making this pattern from Sew Over It for ages, and it's the Viola dress and blouse, and I'm determined to make it for this year. And because it's a cotton lawn, I think it would be better for this time of year anyway, because it's going to be quite cool. So as you'll see, it's not actually fruit, but I think we could get away with that one as well. Now my next fabric I've got is something you really would not think of for fruit print, but I looked at it and there are a couple of fruits in there. So this was a panel, it's the Squishmallows panel I purchased from Rainbow Fabrics at least a year ago, maybe more, and you'll notice there is this cheeky little watermelon character, and also I did spot a couple of others, but I probably won't be able to find it to show you now, but there was also, oh yes, here it is, a pineapple. Now this fabric panel is enough to make some pyjama bottoms or shorts, so I've got a few ideas for that one, and I thought they'd be nice and cool for her in the summer. So the first one I've got is from Tilly and the Buttons, her Love at First Stitch book, and that is the Margot pyjama bottoms. So that's one idea, because I've got enough to do that. Or the Walk the Plank pyjamas, but I'm not sure I've got enough fabric to do the full length pants, so that would definitely be the short version. Or I've got one other one from the Big Four. I've had this for yonks, never made them. It says it's for guys and girls and you can make it in 2 hours, so we'll see. And it's a Simplicity 1563A, and again I would make view E for the shorts, and then I'd find something just to make her a jersey top, because that's when it's only the top. So that's 3 options for that panel, and that'd be good to get that used up. So after that I thought of a few beginner friendly patterns, one of them being the Nina Lee Fleet Top. That is classed as beginner friendly. Or I also have something that I've made, and I've still got some leftover fabric, and I thought it'd be a nice little introduction to sewing something up that will help you in your sewing room, and that is these. So they're strawberries, but they've got rice in them, and they're pattern weights. So of course that fabric makes you think of a strawberry straight away. So I have got some leftovers, and I would like to make a few more, as I've got some there, but I always find I need more. So I've got those to make, and I've also got different things which I thought I could make maybe different fruit shapes with. I've got a nice red cotton as well. Otherwise I think that would be nice as a bag. But I don't have a lot of plains either, surprisingly. So, you know, you do sort of like find little bits you've got, and I thought any of these could be made as the pattern weights, and there's lots of tutorials online, so I'm not going to show you a specific pattern for that one, because there's so many different options, and you can make them into pin cushions as well. So that would be a nice little accessory in your sewing room with fruit print or something that looks like fruit. And then the last bit I've got, and again I've probably showed this before, is this leftover cotton, and it's got all the fruit on it. And what I'm thinking of making, now that summer's coming, and unfortunately we like to have our back doors open, the flies get in, and my fruit bowl needs a cover on it. So again I looked online and I found this lovely tutorial by Made for Mermaids. It's a free PDF pattern you can download, and I thought I would make a nice size one with this for my fruit bowl in my kitchen. So those are my ideas. So make sure you post your makes by the 30th of June, tagging in at Blossom Sandwich on Instagram and also having the caption #SoFruity25. Yvette will announce the winners mid-July of the prizes, and there are so many prizes. We didn't do graphics this time because there are pages and pages of them, and they'd be here as long as I am. Just make sure you state what country you're in, because the competition is open to everyone around the world, but obviously certain prizes will be country specific, like PDFs for example, because anyone can get those. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what you all make. Let me know what you're thinking of making and if any of these things gave you any ideas, and I will see you again soon. So bye for now.